Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel, and today, like I said last video, there's going to be much more box set reviews coming, and I wasn't lying. I know a lot of times I say things, it doesn't even end up happening, but no, box set reviews will be something happening a lot, and today we're doing the MCU Phase 3 box set. Now, I don't see how this should be a surprise to anyone, because I did Phase 1 and 2, and I'm pretty sure I said I would be doing the rest of the Phase box set, so we just gotta open it. Oh, we have to admire this first. It says Marvel Studios Cinematic Universe Phase 3, and it has the Time Stone. That was the Infinity Stone they chose to use in this box set, which, good choice. And the characters we've got this time are Dr. Stephen Strange, Tony Stark, Iron Man, Captain America, and this really bugs me because this is a look of Captain America from Captain America Winter Soldier, which is a Phase 2 film, and this is Phase 3, so that bothers me. We also have Thor from Thor Ragnarok, a Phase 3 film, good. Gamora from Guardians of the Galaxy 2, another Phase 3 film, and Spider-Man from Captain America Civil War, it looks like. And yay, Spider-Man finally joined the MCU in this phase, in the first movie actually, which I think is pretty cool. Alright, so that just looks nice. It also says the movies that are in this phase: Civil War, Doctor Strange, Guardians of the Galaxy 2, Spider-Man Homecoming, Thor Ragnarok. And it says part 1 because this is only part 1 of Phase 3 because they couldn't fit every film into the box set, and it's a DVD 12. So there's a Phase 3 part 2 box set which I will review at some point. I own it. So and that's just the design. Oh yoy. We've got to look at this. Ooh, doesn't that look great? So high quality. Might be a bit dark. But I'm pretty sure you can see that just fine. It's got Drax, Gamora, and Nebula, all from Guardians of the Galaxy 2, which honestly is a film that I don't really love. I'm not a huge fan, but great addition to the MCU, I guess. It's just, it's good. Alright, here we've got Doctor Strange. There's always a character that appears here, and Doctor Strange is a great choice because, he's present in this phase quite a lot. And we have Captain America Civil War, Doctor Strange, Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2, Spider-Man Homecoming, and Thor Ragnarok. This is only part 1, remember, and there's only 5 movies here, so not as much as usual, only 1 less so. And we have these discs, Captain America Civil War, Doctor Strange, Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2. You can't really turn these very well. Spider-Man Homecoming. It's only pictures, by the way. And Thor Ragnarok. So that's all of them. Now we got to look at the big stuff, the good stuff, Alright, this time the open immediately thing is green and it has the Avengers logo. This one doesn't have as much detail as the other ones for some reason. It doesn't say whatever it usually says there, but I do remember that it says something. Alright, now what should we look at first? Let's look at the art cards first. Alright, these don't make a picture this time. I mean, it would have been cool. They could have always done the Thanos redesign because they redesigned Thanos for Phase 3, so it would have made sense that for Phase 3, Part 1 and Part 2, they did the redesign, and Phase 1 and 2 were just the Thanos that they had for them 2 phases. I don't know, but oh well. So we have the Captain America Civil War one, nice colours. It's, Captain America versus Iron Man. I like to call this film Avengers 2.5. And then we have Doctor Strange. Nice patterns there. Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2, which, nice art card there. Please, you're in my way. Alright, Spider-Man Homecoming. Now, I don't really love the Spider-Man art cards that much because they kind of seem, I don't know, you're not supposed to see the heroes very clearly, but for some reason in this one you can see them quite clearly. So, not a huge fan of that. And then we have Thor Ragnarok, which, this was, I don't see how they could have done better with the art card for this, because this is one of the really great shots of Thor Ragnarok. It's a great choreographed film, so that's those art cards. Like I said, they don't make no picture. But yeah, they're nice, you know. They're just nice, you know what I mean. Alright, now we get on to the posters. Are they in order? Are they in the order that they should be? Okay, I think they are. So here we go. Just open it up now. Captain America Civil War. United we stand, divided we fall. Ah, yeah. That's where I remember that line from Civil War. Yeah, great. I think this is a really nice poster. It definitely looks like they're about to have a war. And it's got like almost every character from each team except from Spider-Man from Iron Man's team and Ant-Man from Cap's team, which I find weird. Maybe they're trying to make this poster look more serious and you can't take it too seriously when there's a guy with a costume like Ant-Man and then there's Spider-Man. Maybe that's what they were trying to do, possibly, I don't know. It's just a bit weird, isn't it? Now the next poster. Alright. Yep. Doctor Strange. Now, when it comes to posters, Doctor Strange might be the weakest film for that. I don't know, for a film called Doctor Strange, they could do something really wacky with their posters, but it seems to not really do too much wacky stuff. So, yeah. Guys, the Galaxy Volume 2 poster. Now, I love this poster. It's got such vibrant colours, you know, and there's that weird monster thing. I just love this poster, you know. I don't love the film, but I love the poster. I still think it's a pretty great film, though. Well, not great. I just say it's good. It's a good film. It's a good film. It's not the worst in the MCU. And even the worst is not even a bad film, so. Alright, here we go. Spider-Man Homecoming. Now, yet again, Spider-Man MCU posters. Not too huge of a fan of them, but they're good enough, you know. I think the Raimi movies did a way better job with their posters, and even the Tarzan films, The Amazing Spider-Man, sometimes did a better job. But oh well, you know, you know how it is. And yeah, Spider-Man Homecoming, you know, Iron Man and Vulture. There we go. Now the Thor Ragnarok poster, I just love it. It's kind of similar to Guardians 2. They're quite similar in tone. Now, just look at all these colours, man. Doesn't it just look absolutely great? Let me just turn the light on. There we go. I just did it with my mind there. Totally didn't pause the video. Yep, so it does look great. Oh, this is why I didn't turn the light on in the first place, the glare. But yeah, I do love this poster, the way everyone's just sort of in like a row there. Hulk looks great. Probably one of my favourite MCU posters. Maybe even just my genuine favourite. I don't really know. I quite like the Infinity War poster though. Now, I'm gonna just kind of sum up my thoughts of these films real quickly. I did that in my other review, so might as well do it here. Captain America Civil War, great film. It's like sort of a political thriller like Winter Soldier. You know, great characters yet again. Quite emotional, and honestly, when I first watched it, I thought, this is PG-13 because there's some really violent scenes. One of the more, you know, impactful films of the MCU and emotional ones, which is great. The main thing that holds us back from me is there's a lot of plot conveniences and all that, like how Winter Soldier just so happened to be caught on camera killing Tony's parents, spoiler alert, even though he was on a very lonely street and there was hardly any cameras there, and the camera was just in a really random spot. So yeah, Doctor Strange, very underrated film, I'd say. It's got some of the best special effects of the MCU. I think they got the costume design perfect, and you know, for a first movie, it's really great. They didn't go too far, but you know, they didn't shy away from exploring some new elements to the MCU. So underrated, but like, yeah, not the best, not the most entertaining in the MCU, but still great. It was one of my favourites for a while when I first watched it, actually. I think that's because my expectations were low though, because like, when I first watched the trailer I thought it looked boring, but you know, I quite liked it. Guardians of the Galaxy 2, definitely not as good as the first one. It doesn't quite live up to it at all, but I do love the vibrant colours. I'm not a huge fan of the final battle. It's just sort of madness, but not in an entertaining way. You just sort of think, whoa, madness. I do like the scene where he turns into Pac-Man though, that's really cool. I think the best thing they did with this movie is Yondu, and I know the thing with the Sovereign might have felt random to some people, but I can forgive it because they're setting up a character who was great in the comic, Adam Warlock. So, doesn't quite live up to the first one, but still great addition to the MCU with a great poster. Spider-Man Homecoming. Now, I've seen so much hate for these MCU Spider-Man movies. I think the Raimi people just get too attached to things, and they need to learn to let go. Please comment if you get that reference, because it will just sound weird if I put an accent on. Yeah, it doesn't deserve the hate. It gets the villains up there, you know, as one of the best MCU villains and one of the best live-action Spider-Man villains. Maybe the best. One of the big complaints about it was how Spider-Man's suit is really teched out. But there's only a few things that I really hate. I don't like the fact that he has an instant kill mode, the fact he has an AI, or the fact that he can hear people from really far away. And I also don't really like that there's a parachute, because, you know, seeing him just swing around in really high places without any sort of like protection like a parachute is just an element of Spider-Man that makes him seem really cool. Also, he was still in the shadow of Tony Stark, which is a big thing that people hate about it. But honestly, Tony Stark only has 8 minutes of screen time, and like Vulture has a personal connection to Spider-Man, so it's the most traditional MCU Spider-Man film so far. But I mean, I understand why people like the Raimi films more than this film, but I don't see why people genuinely hate the film or dislike it. Thor Ragnarok, I think, is great. It's the first time in years Hulk was in a movie that wasn't just Avengers. I like that they tried to do some stuff with the Planet Hulk storyline, which was great. They made Hulk way more interesting than he has been recently at the time. And I think it is the best Thor movie, but also it's quite inconsistent when in the trilogy, when you think that the other two feel like Shakespearean Lord of the Rings kind of things, and this one's just like vibrant colours, lots of humour, and you know, a lot of spaceships and, you know, crazy songs. That it's got kind of an 80s feel. It definitely feels like Guardians of the Galaxy quite a bit. So, and also it doesn't really, sometimes it doesn't know when to hold back on the humour. Introduces us to some great new heroes. I think Hela was a pretty cool villain, very strong. Surtur was cool. The film was absolute madness, and I loved it. Probably one of the funniest in the MCU, but you know, it's still inconsistent. Sometimes don't know when to hold back on the humour. But apart from that, it's great. So yeah, boys, that's gonna be my review. Wait, no, it isn't. I haven't shown this yet. There's art from Thor Ragnarok as well. Yeah, Valkyrie was a great new addition to the MCU. Also, I would like to read the back. Is there anything? Oh, yeah. It says all the movies again with the Avengers logo. I don't know if the other box sets had that really. I can't remember, but alright, I want to read this. So that just shows the box, what's in the box set really, and then it's basically, it says something. It just says the films that are in it really. And yeah, shout out to Matt Ferguson for, you know, doing these art cards. They look great. Yeah, there's sex references in these, so yeah, great box set. I'll hopefully get around to doing part 2 soon. Also in the part 2 box set, it might be an interesting review video, because there was a mistake with it and it really bugged me. So yeah, this box set though, I think it's great. It's really good. I think the colours they decided to use for this box set definitely suit, because like 2 of the movies have like really vibrant colours, and you know, the art cards are great too. And you know, even though it has the least movies, I'd say out of all the box sets, this one might have the best quality. It's also has Spider-Man, and he's just one of the most iconic heroes ever, and seeing him on this thing here is great. And the art, you know, it's just really great, you know. So no issues really with this. 10 out of 10, I guess. Tell me in the comments if you have this box set, and if you like this video. It would only make sense if you left a like, and if you are really enjoying what I'm doing on the channel, it would also only make sense if you subscribe. But don't feel pressured, it's your choice. See you all next time. Bye.